So Liverpool announced the signing this January. Cody Gakpo from PSV Eindhoven for around £37 million, rising to £50 million. A man chased by almost half of Europe as he got more goals and assists combined than anyone else in Europe this season. Now, playing in the Eredivisie is very different to playing in the Premier League, but some people have already started to write Cody Gakpo off. So why is this? Why should they be quiet? And why is he going to be an absolutely excellent player for Liverpool in the future? But first, the intro. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Stonadge channel, and today we are doing a Liverpool video. I know for those of you who aren't Liverpool fans aren't be too happy with me, but we're talking about Cody Gakpo and Liverpool. So Gakpo, I might interchange just because of au natural, but it is really Gakpo. Before we get into this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're very, very close now to 800 subscribers. Can we get there before the end of the month? It would be a great achievement if we could, considering we started the month on 220. So what a start to the Stonadge channel it would be. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button too. And yeah, first of all, then, let's talk about the background of Cody Gakpo. So came through PSV Eindhoven's youth ranks and was highly rated, if not one of the best players to come through the PSV Eindhoven youth ranks in the last sort of 15 years. He has really exceptionalized the position. His ball striking was utterly brilliant, scored goals consistently, was widely regarded as one of the best players outside of the top 5 leagues at such a tender age. Possesses a very, very lovely 6'2" frame, but wasn't really the best at heading the ball. Well, we did see him score one in the World Cup, actually. But apart from that, he has genuinely got a skill set that could be very, very handy to a top side like Liverpool. Now, he signed at the start of January and made his debut against Wolves in the FA Cup. Obviously, that didn't work out too well. A 2-2 draw, had one shot on target in that match. Then the 3-0 loss to Brighton, and then we managed to beat Wolves away from home, where Gakpo did look and improve. And then he sort of went back to a bit of a sluggish performance against Chelsea. Now, a lot of people are calling him lazy. A lot of people are calling him not a Klopp player after 4 games. I would like to remind you of when Fabinho first came to Liverpool. Now, I know Fabinho's in not the greatest vein of form at the moment, but so many people were saying exactly the same things. He's lazy, he can't tackle, he can't press. Different positions, I know, but the same rule applies. When you've been thrown in to what is realistically the worst situation Liverpool have been in the last 5 years, and you look at it and you're a new player, a young player in a position which isn't particularly familiar to you, although I will get onto that in a bit, it can be very, very daunting and difficult for you. In a team that's not functioning, how are you expecting a forward to function? Especially when the midfield behind him is very, very inconsistent. I don't know. The best we saw of Cody Gakpo was in that Wolves game away from home, where he was pressing well, and that's because that was a midfield that played really, really well together. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see what's going to come of him in the rest of this season, but that's not where I'm looking. Cody Gakpo is a long-term signing alongside Darwin Núñez. This season is a transition, and I think we've all come to accept that now. And the reason because of that is we're losing, and we have lost players like Sadio Mane, like Taki Minamino, like Divock Origi, who were very, very used to the forward system at Anfield, whereas these players are not, but they have so much ceiling and potential to be so much better than some of these players. And the thing is with Gakpo and Núñez, I think they're born to play together, those two. I think with Núñez darting runs inside from the left and Gakpo's incredible ball striking often drifts out to the left, I really, really like the way that those two could potentially interchange. That brings me on to the positional thing. I have no idea, and it perplexes me now. I think in the future Cody Gakpo could be a 9, genuinely. A bit like Firmino, a bit like Mane, when he gets used to the pressing system, when he can be the leader of that press, then he will be, an outstanding number 9. At the moment, he's not used to playing that position. He's been shoved there because no one else can. And Núñez is better off the left, in my opinion, anyway, because he's just so quick, and getting him down the line is pivotal. With Gakpo, I think that he potentially could play on that left-hand side. But I think he was bought to play through the middle. You've got players like Jota, Diaz, Gakpo, Nunez, even Salah, who can all play in multiple positions across that front three. I think they're all bought to interchange, and to have a player like Gakpo there, I think it was a little bit annoying how they didn't interchange as much, him and Darwin Nunez, but they will do, and they'll get used to each other, and that's the main thing. They have to get used to each other. They're both still getting used to their surroundings. They have to get used to the team and the way that Jurgen Klopp plays, and I think it's ridiculous from some people on social media who already are writing Cody Gakpo off. And I want to get onto that. So I put out this tweet earlier this week, and it got a lot of positive responses, to be fair, even from Mr. Murphy, who I did not expect. I thought he'd be slating him at the moment, but I am perplexed by the incompetence of the difficulty and brain power of some Liverpool fans or Liverpool supporters to see a longer game than the next 90 minutes. Everything is either sensationalized or it's the worst thing in the world. That's just not the way it works. If everything was the way that works, and nothing would be continuous, nothing would be good, because you have to have undulation, you have to have dips to have successful times. And at the moment, Liverpool are in a dip. We hope to get out of that as soon as possible and get back to a successful time. But in normality in football, that's the way it is. You go through peaks and troughs of confidence. With this Liverpool team, it's been peaks and peaks and peaks for the vast majority of what we've witnessed. There is still time for Liverpool to get a high European place, whether that be 4th or 5th this season. I think it's still on the cards if we can finish the season really strongly and stay in and around within touching distance, shall we say, of the top 4 and 5. And yeah, it relies a lot upon these players starting to click and gain confidence together, which I think is very, very difficult to do. So where does Cody Gakpo go from here? I think he's just got to keep playing. Obviously, the return of Diogo Jota and Bobby Firmino, I think, will limit his game time massively, and Luis Diaz, of course. It'd be really, really good to see him back in a Liverpool shirt and rotating into that front three. I'm not sure we'll see much from Gakpo after they get back in the side. But I tell you what, to have a front 5 players of Diaz, of Nunez, of Salah, of Jota and Firmino and Gakpo is amazing. To have those 6 players, I'm not sure how long Firmino will be around, whether he'll start in a new contract or not, but the fact that we've got those players and playing those positions, that's quality in depth. It seriously is. Now, it's annoying that 3 of them are bloody injured at the moment, but if you can't argue with the level of forward players we have now with those players in the side. Now, in terms of the midfield, that's where we need to invest next, and that's how these strikers can be helped. And that, I think, will again in turn improve players like Gakpo and Nunez. But I think to be writing off Cody already is an absolute disgrace. And if you are one of those, then please just show some patience. It will come good. Anyway, I will leave this video there. I do hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow with a Nottingham Forest v Manchester United watch along. But until then, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.